Welcome back, you sportsaholics, to the only place you can get your fix and preview games. Let's get right into it.
So what we have to kick off a glorious day of Thanksgiving and getting fat, we have a game between the Texans and the Detroit Lions. Now you have the Houston Texans are riding in high off last week's win against the Patriots 27-20. Now, for a team that is doing utterly abysmal as the Texans are, Deshaun Watson is still coming in here riding high off of his own supply. Right now, he had 5 interceptions over his first 5 games, but he has had none since, which has produced 11-0 TD to interception ratio over the past 5 games. Now, heading into Thanksgiving's game, he has passed for 2,883 yards and completed 68.9% of his passes. The 25-year-old is still the most dynamic and talented young quarterback to hit the field in the NFL right now. I don't care what anybody says. Now, on the flip side, just like we talked about the best thing about the Houston Texans, we also have to talk about the worst thing. And it's become glaringly obvious that the worst thing about the Houston Texans is their defense. This was a spectacular defense a couple years ago when J.J. Watt was still healthy and they had Jadeveon Clowney screaming off the other end. But now this same defense is injury depleted. All of these superstars that were the ones there are either gone or severely damaged. Yes, I'm looking at you, J.J. Watt, and don't come for me because you're way too big for that. But this once vaunted defense is ranked 31st in the NFL right now. They can't stop a nosebleed at this point. So look for this to be an offensive showdown. I feel like Detroit is going to be able to run whatever they want against this team. They're weak in their front seven. There is absolutely no hope for them getting rush on the quarterback. Matthew Stafford is going to be able to sit back there just as warm and snuggly as a newborn baby in that backfield and have all day long to throw. Now let's go ahead and flip over to the other side. Now, the Lions are coming off of an absolute butt whooping from the Carolina Panthers, and I just had to shake my head at reading these stat lines. Matthew Stafford, who has been overall consistent for the Detroit Lions and has been one of the brightest spots for them, and since he's been drafted, had an utterly terrible game last week against the Panthers, and he looks to bounce back this week. He had 178 passing yards with a 54.5 completion rate. Only 5.4 yards per attempt. That means he really was not slinging it down the field at all. Kind of timid. And had a 70 QBR rating. Now, I'm not going to completely get on him because his offensive line had wide open holes. You could have drove a semi-truck through some of those holes that his offensive line was providing the Panthers with. He was sacked 5 times. Had a season high for Carolina as far as sacks against a quarterback. I'm sorry, Lions fans, or the only Lions fan that wants to claim them right now. I wish I could say there was a bright spot on this team, but there's really not. You flip onto the opposite side of the ball, and the defense looks like wet paper. They can't stop a nosebleed. There is a bright spot. Number 24, Amari, for the Detroit Lions, has definitely showed up and showed out a little bit. He is definitely one of the only bright spots on that team that looks forward to progress into the future, because they are definitely going to be doing a rebuilding in the next couple years, if not this year, to destroy this entire team and burn it down. And I will be the first one in line to help you throw sticks on the fire. Look at this game for the Texans to go completely off to be a Deshaun Watson showing out game. For him to put himself back on that map and show us exactly why he is one of the most promising young quarterbacks in the league right now, and deserves to be in contention with Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and Josh Allen, and of course the list goes on and on. But definitely look for him to put his stamp back on the NFL. It's been your Sportsaholic Anonymous sponsor signing off. And guess what? We didn't get the sobriety chip. So I guess we're going to have to retry this again next week. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. Peace.